Hey guys, it's Sunraiser here. Today we will be building a simple advanced airlock, and for those of you who know me, I like to not edit my videos. I like to show all the boring steps in between. Now, I have made some changes to my streaming settings, so if you would bear with me, I need to do a few little tests. So you might be hearing some feedback here soon, but just bear with me. All right, for some reason my desktop audio is not going through the live stream, and I'm trying to get this sorted out. Unless you really don't care about the desktop audio. Now anyway, I do need to test my feedback here. Okay, it seems to be working correctly. All right. So I'm really not sure if you can hear the Stationeers music. It does not appear to be registering in the streamer. I'm not sure what's going on there. All right. Yeah. I'll have to play with that later. Let's go ahead and get started. So I've turned on my creative mod, so I will be doing this in Europa. I also have a custom start conditions. All right, this is not quite what I was expecting. Let me check my mod real quick. I haven't made a tutorial in a while, so if you see me looking a little confused, then it's because I'm get back into the motion here. I need to check a few things. Okay. Yeah, all right. Let's set a password. Okay, creative is working, so let's go ahead and get this started. I'm basically just going to show you a very basic advanced airlock. Now, all right. Oh yeah, my mod is a little messed up. I need to fix this. Okay. I don't want to fiddle with this stupid mod, so I'm going to go ahead and restart. I'm going to change my start conditions to something that I can work with a little better. All right, let's try this again. All right. I think I have some kind of audio going here, but it's not working the way I want it to. You might be hearing double. Yeah, I need to fix that later. All right, so back to the game. All right, where are my tools? Where are my tools? They better not have fallen through the terrain. Oh, isn't this weird? Look at this. The crate is embedded in this mountain. This is not good. Why do weird things happen like this? Seem to have lost the crate. There's my tool belt. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and build it here. I don't like this mountain in the way. There's a lot of things about this game that are just finicky. Why am I still hearing the music? All right, let's just build it right here. Whoops, dropped that. And while we're at it, let's give us some light. Actually, I can go ahead and seal these two. All right. Let's see what else we got. Walls. All right, now if you want, I can go ahead and put a console on the wall here. So I'm going to go ahead and take this back off. Oh, crud. Now you don't have to put the console on the wall. You can put it on the ceiling or the floor. The orientation does not matter. But for convenience, I will just put it on the wall. And by the wall, I mean the side. All right. One more. Okay, I'm going to set these to the side. And let's find the console. All right, console's right there. And again, it does not matter where you put the console or the orientation. The orientation does not matter. Advanced Airlock is normally in the consumables supply, but I've made a few modifications to my start conditions. So that's the advanced Airlock. We need a power controller. Now, I do not feel like suffering through this, which is why I'm in creative mode. All right, so we have a power controller. We technically do not need a battery in here, but I like to put a battery in there anyway. Now I will be using an RTG because I don't feel like suffering again. RTG. The RTG puts out 4,000 watts, in case you're curious. All right, now I just want to make sure I'm going to put these on the right side. I think that looks all right. The doors are going to go here. I will have two doors, an external and an internal. Now, once you have devices on this side here wired up, you no longer need the frame. You can take off the frame. As you can see, the stuff still hangs there because they're connected to wires. So now I'm going to go ahead and put this wall in, put these walls back in. I like windows. Maybe you don't. I like windows. I like transparency. Now, the advanced airlock requires 2 active vents, but we only have 1. So I'm going to spawn the other one in. I'm going to go ahead and use my authoring tool. One there and the other on this side. So remember, we're doing an advanced airlock, which requires 2 active vents. It only needs 1 sensor. We want to set to gas sensor. I can also put in a flashing light. We do not start with a flashing light, but I'm going to go ahead and add one in. You don't need a flashing light. The flashing light is optional. And I will go ahead and add other lights. Okay, so our 2 lights are working. Now, let's do the piping. Oh, but first, let's put this data disk in here. And let's hook up the pipes. For the external, you only need some passive vents. Now I'm going to show you two different configurations of the advanced airlock. One, it just uses passive vents instead of tanks. Actually, we don't need any tanks. So in case you're wondering about tanks, these pipes can hold a lot of pressure. I believe up to 60 megapascals. I don't remember. Now, to make my life easier, I'm just going to go ahead and add in some stairs. Just because. Alright, so now we do not start with active vents, so I have to spawn them in. Otherwise, you can make the... Did I say active vents? I meant passive vents. You can create the passive vents from the hydraulic pipe bender. But for a basic airlock, for a basic advanced airlock, you only need passive vents on the opposite sides here. It's pretty much all you need. I'm going to go ahead and add in my doors. I'm going to turn this off. Now, I don't like tripping on things, so I'm going to cover up this floor. Let's make it a window. And where's my glass? No, don't fly away. Yeah. All right. So we have something to walk on, a window, floor grating, walls. It doesn't really matter what it will be. It's just so I'm not like always tripping on these door edges. All right, so to program our advanced airlock, we need to have one door closed. And so first we have to select the exterior components. And I got that one wrong. So I'm going to try the other active vent, this one. Okay, that's our exterior. Now I need to choose the interior. So that's the interior. And I need to choose the sensor, the gas sensor. Flashing light. Again, the flashing light is optional. You do not need it. I need to choose the exterior glass door. Looks like I got that right. And the interior glass door. And as you can see, when you select the door, when you select the component, it locks it. And that's pretty much it. The advanced airlock is complete. There's just one little bug here. The bar has vanished. Now you notice it's taking a while to depressurize and it's taking a while to repressurize. And that's because we're using passive vents instead of tanks. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and save the game. And I'm going to reload. And hopefully that will fix this bug. it looks like it's fixed. So as we can see that using passive vents, it pressurizes somewhat slow. And it repressurizes even slower. So there you have it. Very basic advanced airlock. Now, let's consider what we can do to speed up the cycling. One thing we can do is we can add more passive vents. Now, I cannot find the pipes. I must have left them outside. Now remember that this pipe can handle a lot of pressure. So you don't need a tank at all. The pipe is the tank. All right, the pressurization is going a little too slow. So I want to speed up this process. And to do so, I will add more passive vents. This is one way to do it. Well, actually, I'll leave that in there as it was. Okay. I obviously need more passive vents here. Okay, so that's selected. So let's go ahead and add more passive vents. Okay, I'm getting pressed against the wall here. All right. Now, that should greatly speed up the repressurization. And all the gas that was stored in the one little pipe there all comes out. But it's not enough to reach 100 kPa. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel the pressure. Now, something I forgot to mention. The advanced airlock lets you set custom pressures. So for the external, I can set this to, let's say, 80 kPa. And for the internal, let's set it to also 80 kPa. So that way, we do not need to go all the way to 100. All right, so let's go back inside. So you'll see it pressurizes to 80 kPa and then it opens the door. And once again, with the 6 passive vents on the outside, you can see how fast this will repressurize. It's quite amazing, isn't it? And so as you can see, you do not need any tanks. Now, if you want to connect the, if you want to connect this system to the inside air and you want it to pressurize rapidly, we can go ahead and add a lot of passive vents. Now, you don't need that many passive vents, but I'm just emphasizing that adding more passive vents does speed up the flow of the gas. And we can see how fast it pressurizes using 6 passive vents. It's significantly faster than just using 1 passive vent. So I hope you enjoyed this demonstration. Again, I do not edit my videos. What you see is what you get. It's everything from start to finish. And of course I cheated, of course, because I don't want to suffer the long process of mining resources and trying to survive. This is all for the purpose of demonstration. So I guess that's it, folks.